Hey YouTube, hey. Thought I'd give a quick update today. I'm tired, I'm sweating. We had Trenton yard sale, citywide yard sale today here, Trenton, Ohio. Every year they do it the weekend before Memorial Day weekend, and that's when you try to get rid of a lot of your crap out of your house or whatever, get all rid of your extra stuff and everything. My glasses are filthy and everything. I'm wore out because it's a very tiring job to do. But it's a good way to clean out your house, clean out your attics, garages, whatever, and get rid of some crap. So I've done it for the last quite a few years. And this year's going to be last of it for me because I'm done. I mean, it just takes too much out of me to do it, so I'm done with it. It's the last year for me to do it. Anyway, I got to watch just recently the Amusement Insiders video up in Canada, and he does a great job. I love his work. I watched all of his videos, and he had a video show today. It showed possible 305-foot Giga, 310 drop. You know, I'll tell you what, if we got something like that at King's Island, that's fine. You know, that's what King's Island would be fine. Okay, we don't need to break records. Okay, I know I've said before in the past that, you know, I think that they will break records, but if you stop and think, Cedar Fair is all about breaking records, and even if it's their own, they'll still break it. So it's not too late to still break it. Now, I'm going to tell you, they did a lot of work last year over behind Banshee. If you've been watching Banshee Cam last summer, they was doing a lot of digging over there, and a lot of moving dirt around, and a lot of this and that. And also, earlier this spring, they was doing the same thing, doing a little bit of work over there. Just a little bit, not a whole lot, doing a little bit. So, I still think that the lift hill is going to face the parking lot, okay? I still think that the lift hill is going to be going the opposite direction of the racers, okay? And the reason why I'm saying that is I think it's going to go up over and drop down behind Banshee area, somewhere over in that area. I think the lift's going to take you up over the trees and everything, up above Flight of Fear, possibly above them, and drop someplace back behind Banshee or back behind Venture Express in that area. And if they did that and used the rest of the land like they have right now cleared, then that's going to make it a major Giga roller coaster, which would definitely be probably, maybe, possibly a 350-foot roller coaster. Maybe, maybe not. I still think that they're going to break the record, okay? But now, like I said, the Giga coaster that was showed today on the Amusement Insiders channel, go check it out. If you haven't subscribed to his channel, go and subscribe to him, okay? Amusement Insiders. He's really good. He does a lot of work. He does a fine job, okay? And I think he does an outstanding job on his guesses and so on. So, and he thinks that, you know, it's a good layout and everything else. Now, there's one thing that I was kind of upset that he said in his video today, and he said that we're spoiled. Now, wait a minute now. Let's back up and talk about the spoilage, okay? First of all, Canada's Wonderland has put in a lot of great rides since 2001, with being, you know, back when Paramount had them. Even then, they still was getting good rides. And if you stop and think about it, King's Island hasn't added any kind of flat ride whatsoever, okay? And Canada's Wonderland has got some impressive flat rides, okay? I'm jealous of you in Canada's Wonderland, okay? I've been to your park. It's a great park. I love it, okay? Now, I haven't been there since they had Leviathan and all that. It's been quite a few years since I've been up there, and I know there's a lot of changes. But I'm jealous of you guys because you guys got awesome flat rides. And we don't have those awesome flat rides. Delirium is about the best flat ride that we got at Kings Island, and it's old. We've had it since 2003, I believe it was, when they installed that. So it's been, what, 15 years since we've had a really good flat ride put in. Yeah, we got Snoopy's gliders. That was nice to get that back, because we used to have Spirit of 76, which was a flying scooter ride, a Larson, and it ended up going to Carowinds. Carowinds stole our ride from us from Kings Island. And I was pissed when it went down there, but it is what it is. But I'm glad we got back another version. So that's really nice. And we got antique cars back this year. Thank God. I mean, you know, every park should have an antiques car. There's noises out here. But every park should have an antique auto ride because it's a staple attraction. And when Paramount took it out to put in the Italian stunt track, that was stupid. That was the stupidest thing and the biggest mistake that Paramount ever did to that park. That was the most beautiful landscaped area with two different antique autos, one being in the Rivertown side, and the other one, the loading area in Rivertown, the other one being in Coney Mall area. And they intertwined with each other. One was a taxi and the other one was an antique car. So that was really nice, you know, and they should have never took that out. That was a huge mistake. But Cedar Fair, if you're watching this video, thank you for bringing back the antique cars to Kings Island. And like, you know, years ago when I grew up with Kings Island, back then we had Firestone 500. They was like an Indy 500 type car, like a little sports car. They used to be located over in Hanna-Barbera Land, which is now Planet Snoopy. Then plus had the antique cars, you know, and the taxis, and they took all them out. You know, took all of the auto type rides gone. So that was really a shame to take that out. But I'm glad we finally got back another version of antique cars, and I have yet to ride them as myself, and from what I've heard, everybody really enjoys it. So that's awesome. That's a really awesome family ride. All right, now going back to what I said in my last video about over next to the racer station, that is going to be a haunt building, and what the reason for that is because the current haunt building that's there in X-Bays will be torn down in order to make room for the new Giga coaster. And the one building that's going up in the very back out in the woods that you can see way out there, that is going to be a maintenance facility because one of the other maintenance buildings will be torn down as well, which is right there in X-Bays. So they got to make room for this new coaster, so there's buildings will be torn down here soon, and they're going to be moving to maintenance over the other way, and then the haunt's going to move over by the racers. So that's what's going on there. Now, there is some survey markers back behind Adventure Express. A person that I could trust said there are survey markers back there. If you get on the Adventure Express, you go up the, you'll start out, and then whenever you get to the first hill, if you look over to the left, you'll see some survey markers over in the tree area. And it's not far from Banshee, so, and I'm telling you, I really think that this Giga coaster is going to go that direction, okay? And it kind of makes sense because, you know, it'll look awesome if you was on a big Giga type roller coaster and you could oversee the parking lot and you can oversee the rest of the park. You know, you can out and see everything. Because if you go the other direction, you're not going to have no visual of anything except for a bunch of trees and maybe some houses, you know, and subdivisions back there, and a view of Windseeker, you know, and maybe a little bit of vortex to the right and racers. You're not going to have no view of anything. So I kind of look for them to have the view going the other direction. I'm like, again, it might be wrong, okay? But like I said, years ago, I told you all that a Giga was coming, and I'm right, it's coming. It just took a little bit, but I thought it was going to be installed for 2019. In one of my videos from back in 2016, I believe, I said there would be one coming in 2019. But I was a year off, so it'll be here next year, 2020. And people are starting to say, well, wait a minute, you know, it's getting late, you know, too late in the season to put this, you know, to do a Giga. No, not too late, because, like I said, the B&M plant is right down the street. It's right down the road on State Route 32, and it's about maybe 30 miles south of Kings Island, okay? 30 miles. So you figure they can ship that track really quick. So it ain't gonna take no time at all to ship that track. So, and plus we usually have a mild winter anyway, so different from Cedar Point, different from Canada's Wonderland. You all get snow up there a lot more than we do down here. And Cedar Point gets a lot of the lake effect snow, so it's a little harsher winters up there as well. So, and Carowinds, we're not 300 miles away or 400 miles away, so it's going to be a lot better and a lot quicker that they can put this roller coaster up very quickly. So yes, I do think that the coaster is going to be going up here soon. I think that the footers, we'll start seeing footers getting poured here in the next 2 weeks, probably about 2 weeks away. We'll start seeing footers going in. We're going to start seeing construction equipment arriving. We're going to start seeing construction people and the whole 9 yards, and it's going to be a busy work area. It's going to go up. It's going to go up quickly. I think that the vertical construction will probably happen toward the end of June, possibly. We'll start seeing some vertical construction of the track, possibly by then. And the one track, somebody said, well, that was a mistake, that was Hershey Park track. No, it's not. Some of that is Giga track, and it is Kings Island's track, I'm telling you. Don't know what the color scheme is yet. I'd like to get down there and look. I'd like to take a trip down there, which is about 50 miles from my house where I live, so it'd be a little bit of a trek for me. So if any one of you guys out there live close to Batavia, you know, go down there and take a look. Just start peeping around and seeing what's going on, because I'm telling you, we should start seeing the colors of what the Giga is going to start looking like. Because I'm telling you, it's going to be pretty soon they're going to start shipping that track. Like I said, it's going to go up fairly quickly. And I would say that, you know, probably about 75% of the new Giga coasters should be up by the end of Winterfest. I'd say 75% of it should be completed by then. So yeah, we got a lot to look forward to, and it's an exciting time for Kings Island. And like I said, Canada's Wonderland, I'm jealous of you guys, because you guys, you've had Leviathan for quite a while. You've had, you know, you guys got some really good coasters up there. You got great flat rides. I mean, you got that sledgehammer ride and that other, I forgot what that thing is. I'm sorry, I don't ride too many of those type of rides, but that one that turns, and I don't know, there's all kinds of crazy things. It's off the top of my head. I know what the name of it is, I just can't think off the top of my head. Had a long day today, yard sale week. I've been up since 6 o'clock this morning and going at it, trying to sell stuff, get my garage cleaned out, get this stuff gone, you know. Make a little money on the side, have a little fun while doing it. And chat with the neighbors and get to meet a lot of new people. So it's a big, big thing here in Trenton. It's a great, big, big thing. And they have it every year, citywide yard sale. They're everywhere. We have yard sales all over the place. Anyway, it's an exciting time. Like I said, that's my thoughts on the Giga coaster. I still think it's going to go and it's going to be longer than what the layout is. But even if it's not, and what we was shown on the Amusement Insider's video today, the layout, I would be very happy with that layout, okay? And I think everybody else will be happy too, because I'm going to tell you, it's still a great coaster. Now, as mentioned in that video, maybe 285 feet or 290 feet. If it is 285 or 295 feet, it's not going to be a Giga coaster, okay? It will not be classified a Giga unless it's 300 feet. So, excuse me. So it's possible it could be a 300-foot coaster, just to barely make the Giga mark, okay? Or it might be 301, or it might be 306. Then again, it might be 326. And what they say that Polaris is 328 light years away, or no, it's 323 or 328. That could be the height, okay? And that's very well possible that could be the height of it. I still think the name of that roller coaster is going to be called Polaris, and the Flight of Fear, I think they're going to get rethemed, and it's going to get renamed next year, because they're going to revamp X-Base, and it's going to be a space-type themed area, okay? And they're going to rename the Flight of Fear to either be, it's going to be one or the other. It's either going to be Orion or it's going to be a Polaris, and the other one's going to be the other name. I still think the Giga is going to be Polaris, and the indoor coaster is going to be Orion. Stop and think about it. They've already got the UFO theming and stuff inside the Flight of Fear building, so you already got a lot of theming right there, and why not make it a space type theme? And since we know they got just trademarked two names, that is outer space, type theme names, then that's what's going to happen. See, remember what happened when they did Banshee? They renamed Flight Deck back to the Bat, and the Banshee, well, they themed that area, so there you go. You got a themed element there, and they took two coasters and rethemed them. And I think the same thing's going to happen with Flight of Fear and this new Giga coaster, and it's going to be exciting as hell. Okay, like I said, there will be restrooms, guaranteed. There's going to be restrooms installed in X-Base, and more than likely another little food kiosk, just a small one. It won't be nothing extravagant. It might be a little hot dog place, or maybe a little something small. But and then again, it might just be a refreshment stand, like pretzels and nachos or whatever. But I do think that there's going to be a little kiosk there as well, because really there's nothing right in that area, and that is a themed area. So where's the restrooms? Where's a little bit of food? You have to walk a little bit to Skyline to get the food, or go down the subway or go down that way to get food. So food's coming over. I know there is. There's got to be. I know King's On, they're going to theme that area. Plus, there's going to be a gift shop put back there as well. I think the gift shop will probably be either underneath the platform of the new Giga coaster, something like the way they did Banshee, or it could be separate, maybe to the side like they did with up at Cedar Point, how they did with Valraven. Maybe they might have it off to the side there. So, but yeah, it's coming, guys. Please comment, like, share this video. I appreciate it. Comment down below. Tell me what your thoughts are and what do you think. Okay, me being a former employee of King's On many years ago, plus I've had relatives that work there still. I have some working there now. So I do have some knowledge of how they think, what they think, and what they do. And I'm going to tell you a secret. One way that I learn about different things about places, and that's even includes Cedar Point, and with Tony Clark and just even the executives. If you sit there and you follow their Twitter, a lot of times they drop little hints in those Twitters. Sometimes they drop little hints in coaster stock. Sometimes they drop little hints in other little things, all these little special events that they do. Sometimes they drop hints. Listen closely to what they say, and then a lot of times you can almost figure out what's going to end up coming. Okay, that's just like with this year up there being Forbidden Frontier. Last year, they let a little bit of that, kind of out in some of their tweets, by just off the wall, saying something off the wall, and I mean, they be talking about something else, and then something off the wall, all of a sudden they say something. That's how you can pick these things up, and then you piece them together. It's a game, and they do that to get us all enthusiasts, to get us all happy and giggly and all that good stuff, because they want to play with us. They want to. And it's a game, and that's good. That's fun. It's great. It's great for all of us to sit there and say, speculate. Hey, what's coming? Okay, well, we know this might be. Well, well, we don't know. Well, maybe this. It's a game, and it's fun. It's great. Cedar Fair, we love you. And I'm telling you, people, go and spend money at the park this year, okay? Go to Kings Island, go to Cedar Point, go to Canada's Wonderland, go to Carowinds, go to Knott's, go everywhere. Spend the money in the parks, support Cedar Fair, and show them how much we care about them, because they have taken really good care of all the parks. King's Dominion, you're going to get a new coaster next year, okay? They took out Volcano this year, and it was a maintenance nightmare, but I love that coaster. Man, that was an awesome coaster. I hate to see it go, but it is what it is. It's an old Arrow, and it's just the way it is. But Kings Dominion, you will get another coaster next year, and I'm looking for you guys to get a dive or a. I don't think it'll be a flyer, but I think you're either going to get a dive coaster, or you're going to receive a what do you call it, wing coaster. I'm tired. Sorry guys, I'm tired. I'm so tired. I've been, like I said, up all day, and it's evening now, and I'm tired. I'm gonna upload this video, and I'm going to bed. All right. Anyway. Please share, and like I said, take your friends, take your neighbors, take whoever, get them to the park this year. Go out, support Kings Island, support the other parks, and show them how much we love them, how much we care about them. And when you go, you know, don't litter the place up, things like that. I mean, just show pride, man. Show some pride, and take good care of the parks, okay? And show them that we care about them, and we want this, and just be happy. That's what they want us to do. They want us to be happy. They want us to be thrilled. But they're in a business to make money also. And we got to let them make money, so that way the more money they take in, the bigger the attractions will be. And also the more attractions they can put in other parks as well. But going back to Canada's Wonderland, I'm jealous of you. I'm telling you right now, because you guys got some awesome flat rides. Okay? Plus you had Leviathan for quite some time now. Kings Island, we haven't. Diamondback is a great ride, yes, but it's not fast enough to me. So, all right, not tall enough either. Hopefully, this next coaster going in is going to be tall enough, and that's going to complete pretty much Kings Island's lineup. And maybe in the future, which Kings Island probably won't get a coaster for 6 or 7 more years. It's going to be a while before we get another coaster, because this is going to be an expensive coaster. But it'll be a while before we get another one, and when we do, it'll probably be a wing coaster, it might be a flyer, or it'll be another dive. Who knows? Maybe it'll be a Giga dive, or how about a Strata dive? Wouldn't that be something? 500 foot, maybe 450 foot dive coaster. Oh my God. But anyway, like, share, thanks. Video's long enough. I'm getting out of here. You guys take care. Thank you so much. And rock on, guys. Ride on. Roller coast. Here we come.